Fox 8 hired a team of divers to check on the Undersea Impact, and what they saw is both heartwarming and heartbreaking.
Yeah, this right here, this is not good. That's not good at all.
Charter boat captain Al Walker finds the oil slick at the 24-mile rigs, some of the richest fishing territory on the planet.
It is. It's an emotional roller coaster right now.
24 miles out of Venice, halfway to the Deepwater horizon, Walker, behind the camera, and fellow diver Terry Migo go exploring. They might as well be going into another world, a city of fish.
Each oil rig's like going to a different planet. You never know what you're going to see. You know, it gives you that thrill of going to the next rig and making the dive. This is a sought after destination for the world to fish, not locally, not nationally, globally.
Walker has been diving this area for 25 years, always marveling at the population explosion below, the marriage of fishing and oil.
Without these oil rigs, there is no fishery in Louisiana. I've been preaching for 20 plus years on the positive effects that drilling has on the marine ecosystem.
The benefits run top to bottom, from the tiniest organisms at the surface to the big predators 250 feet down.
But unlike a shipwreck or a reef, it's just at the bottom. This goes from the bottom all the way to the surface.
The platforms amount to 3,500 man-made reefs. We're at this point about 25 miles north of the Deepwater Horizon site. And when you encounter the slick, it's almost in two dimensions. It has length, it has width, but virtually no depth. It's all on the surface. There is no black tide encroaching on the South Louisiana coast, but you don't have to look hard, even on the surface, for signs that something here is amiss.
This is VX 1000. This is the cheapest setup I got because, you know, if it gets oil on it, I could afford to lose this one.
We visit 4 different platforms. Al and Terry take 2 fairly standard dives. One extraordinary.
That was a world-class dive.
Sharks, barracuda, amberjack, grouper, a smorgasbord of sea life.
I was like, man, saying to myself, this is a lot of height.
But just a mile and a half away, the mood was sharply different. The murky water only the first sign of an ecosystem in trouble.
From 0 to 30 foot, it's ravaged.
On the south side of the platform, they find evidence of oil or chemicals. Then coral with a sick gray look. Farther down, a virtual dead zone. Obviously,
something impacted the deeper dwelling species. They just wasn't there. Some rigs look like they've been hit harder than others. I guess that's due to the way the current runs out here. Everything else, that's just brown. Everything's brown. It's supposed to have color to the sargassum weed. It's yellow, bright yellow, and it's brown. I mean, you can feel it, you can taste it, it's on you.
This oil on the surface is unlike any other I've seen before. You know, I've been diving in a rig since '71.
Every rig was impacted by the spill to some degree. The sheen, paper thin at that, covers wide areas. But there are renegade slivers of oil and chemicals, sections that seem to break loose and randomly strike whatever is in their paths.
Oil passed through there and coated those legs. You know, definitely. The one good thing I got out of this is a sense of knowing. I know now.
This dive was unlike any either man had ever taken.
I come away with a little bit of loss of love of something that I've been, loving for so long and quite frankly addicted to.
We hasten to add that we can't say absolutely what exactly is damaging the coral under the second rig. There is no question, though, that the spill is having impacts. The fear is what will happen next year.